Cyberpunk 2077 is a video game, that's a guarantee. It wasn't always like that. There once existed a fragment of time where Cyberpunk was a thought, traipsing through the minds of naive gamers that believed it had pertinence on store shelves. While gamers frantically scrambled their minds and prayed to higher powers for answers, they were blessed on the holy night of June 10th, 2018, when CD Projekt Red announced the mere existence of Night City. The trailer gave us a glimpse of subway stations, ASMR makeup tutorials, Larry the Cable Guy mounted up, and Moist Critical pulling up on Sneeko. I missed this trailer actually. I was too busy watching a local rendition of The Taming of the Shrew, which unfortunately did not bear any resemblance to the movie 10 Things I Hate About You. And luckily at E3, one whole smacking year later, the fable that was a release date was finally squashed, with a trailer bearing the incredibly good-looking Keanu Reeves telling you to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and get up and at 'em. There it is, April 16th, 2020. I can't wait for the year 2020 to kick off. Hey, this was pretty good though, right? But here we are at the main event. The caramel to my onion and the peanut butter to my dryer sheet, the Cyberpunk 2077 delay tier list. You mean to tell me it didn't launch on April 16th? No, it absolutely did not. And here's a bar graph using my verified sources that show how many games get delayed every year. There are 3 rules to this tier list. 1. Personal bias is always welcome. Too bad, everyone else. 2. Magnitudes are measured in kilojoules. And 3. No girls allowed. Starting off with the initial delay. This one pushed the game from April to September of 2020, which was announced on January 16th, 2020, which was the only delay to come before the pandemic kickoff party. The new date of the game was set to be launched on September 17th, 2020. I actually know somebody who has a birthday on that day, so shout out to the unexpected present they would be pre-ordering for themselves. I'm broke. This one receives a solid A rating. Personally, taking extra time to polish your game is not something that is usually frowned upon, as we, the consumer, want to receive the best possible product. The delay also matches a similar one that GTA 5 received in 2013, which went down flawlessly. However, it's not an S tier as this game was announced nearly 7 years prior, meaning they already had plenty of time in Cyrus years. Then, suddenly, on the morning of June 18th, 2020, the earth-shattering news of Cyberpunk 2077 had been delayed from September 17th to November 19th of the same year. Another 2 months of waiting. Fuck you, friend. Your birthday party doesn't mean shit in the eyes of the bitch pigeon. This one came with corporate speak about how hard it was to come to this decision and how it was something that had to be done. I had already accumulated 7 rolls of toilet paper and 2 cartons of Lysol for a trade into GameStop, so this one was very disappointing. B tier. Fortunately, on October 5th, 2077, the game went gold. In the industry, this means that the game is ready and copies are being printed and boxed to be sent to retailers shortly. This is wonderful news. As the pandemic looms over the nation, Unity at an all-time high, and the release of the next generation of consoles lurks closer, we can finally rest easy knowing that Cyberpunk 27 is finally— oh wow, they delayed it again. This is the bad one. This is the one where they messed up. On October 27th, they announced another delay, this time until December 10th, 21 days after the November launch. This means that your favorite supervillain never got to see the game's release. This is already a bad move for a company to make, but it didn't compare to the community's response to the game. Alleged fans of the game were very upset that they had to take their precious moments away from their Zoom courses to wait in a virtual line to pre-order the game, that they sent death threats to the developers, prompting me to put this one into the "you people are horrible gamers" tier. Do better. Free parking, S tier.